A very good morning to everyone, and this is Mohan Babu, and we are going to focus about the competitive examination, how the students are suffering a lot, and the basic ideas and the tips how to learn and explain in each categories. For example, if a student is learning from starting from the preschool to the standard level of senior secondary level in 12th standard, after 12th, a student is going to suffer in the sense not only he is going to learn or else he is having some dignities and all. The main proper explanation could be clear in the view of and the representation ideas how a student it is going to have. Always I'm going to start with a new quote, and already some news these quotes we can have. Nothing is impossible. So the word itself says nothing is impossible. So I can say that I am possible. The quote, nothing is impossible. It states that I am possible. So each and everyone must have a creative idea, and the concentration power and the knowledgeable comes only in terms of everything it is possible. So the positive quote always remember and make someone positive. So many attempts will be there in competitive examinations, not only in senior secondary level and the higher secondary level, or else in government examination, UPSC, TNPSC and JEE. As an example, if we take 12th standard students, now the CBSE pattern, some students would refer in both state board as well as in general in Tamil Nadu. If we enter, both the NCERT syllabus will be followed and the metric students will be there. The main focus of these two students will be after completing a 12th standard, whether it will be apt to clear some ideas. Many will be choosing some college, and many won't be having some ideas how to represent and how to follow and which college we want to focus. So on studying these entrance examination, if a student is going to a normal college and if he is getting a placement in university level and getting placement in many companies, he can refer nearly for a normal salary. But if a student who is learning for competitive examination, and depending upon the competitive examination he feels preparing for his own level, surely he can attain a main percentage level. So he can just focus here. If a student want to be familiar with competitive examination, as an example, if I take 12th standard students, I can take JEE. This consists of both parts. One will be mains and the another one will be advanced. If we focus on JEE, mains will be one part and advanced will be one part. This is for the students who are preferring for after studying your 12th standard. After studying your 12th standard, who prefer for both the case, either you can have choose JEE, or else the second thing what we have is NEET. Already many know about what is the NEET, and you'll be learning about what is physics, chemistry and biology, and through this general entrance test, ABS test, national testing ABS test, you'll be focusing on the entire part where you can become a doctor, or else if you want to become paramedical medical field also, NEET is compulsory. Okay, this is for a general 12th standard student. After completing a 12th standard, what we can able to do. So these are the two categories most often prefer. So okay sir, then we want to move on with commerce. Sir, I am from commerce stream, what I can do? You can have many entrance examination for that also. QSET we have, then the another examination we have is CLAT. Okay, honors law courses also will be available, and for preparation for this course, the application rate is very important, because if we plant a small seed, surely it grows up to a level when we feed the plant, or else when we take care of that particular seed, surely it will grow like a tree. The same process here. As an example only, I told here for 12th standard students, we are focusing in this part. Even though you can take for commerce stream, you can take CLAT. Okay. So if I sow a seed, if I take care of the particular seed, surely it grows like a tree. or else it can grow like whatever the harvesting we want, we can grow the every part. So most probably, if we want to prepare, the first step we want to focus is always you have to concentrate. Concentrate on the target. Concentrate on the target which you want to focus. The second preparation is you want to apply. You want to apply, but on which case you want to focus, on which case you want to establish each and every part. That is a very, very important part in second category. And the third thing is, it is the most important category is revision. Because if a student studies in the early morning, the early morning study is very, very important. And if a student study from 5 o'clock morning, from 5 to 7, that is the most profitable state of learning. And if you learn once, you can just write for nearly for 10 to 15 times. But most probably some students who prefer a night study. The night study, it won't be proper and it won't be affordable, because some might feel sleepy, or some might think, okay, it is just dragging on. But in morning study, it is a very, very important thing, and the morning revision, it is very, very important. So then how we can prepare for our examination and how we can apply for our examination, in the sense, if you choose a particular topic, on that particular topic, what are all the subtopics it is there, you're going to cover these subtopics. On under subtopics, whatever the important key points, you can just refer, and you have to take as our notes, and according to the appropriate, whatever the notes we have to take in a proper way. And this is the first category. And the second category is the target we have fixed. If an example, if we take a particular topic, as in maths, if I take integrals, in maths, these integrals comes under a topic called calculus. It comes under a topic called calculus. So under these category, we have integrals, differentiation, both everything which comes under this particular calculus. So we have to fix in this calculus what are all the categories we have. As an example, if I take integrals, and another next thing what we have is differentiation. So under that integrals what we have, so we can specify easily. Under that integral we have a definite integral we have, and indefinite integral we have. Similarly, under differentiation we have differentiation part, continuity. Similarly, we have application of derivative. So first thing is, we want to first choose a topic. On that particular topic, what are all the target you are going to focus, you have to specifically mention that. On the fixed topics, what are all the subtopics we want to learn. Okay, so these are the steps how we can easily learn and we can apply here. After learning this, sir, if I want to do a sum in shortcut, shortcut, then what we can do? Some will be having some questions. So in that category, what I can do is, if for example, if I take a 5 mark sum, surely I can do in a 1 step or 3 step, depending upon the category question. So that's what we are entirely focusing on JEE Mains. The conceptual questions will be entirely on me, and the making and applying way entirely focused on JEE Mains. Okay, and comparing to mains and advanced, mains will be a normal examination, but advanced, if we focus, it will be entirely depending upon the application way. Only the applying way practical questions will be there. As for an example, if we take a normal day-to-day life examples, if we want to construct a building, so whatever the basement it is required, the first thing will be the basement. After the basement, we want to construct each and every pillars. Depending upon the pillars, how many pillars and how many square feet we want to plan ourselves. So the planning, applying way, it is very, very important for each and every person to succeed and to achieve our goal in our entire life. So after that, what we are going to do is, we are going to just first the target is fixed, and how we are going to learn, as an example I have established here, and after that how we are going to apply. That is the main and the most important thing in our day-to-day life. And after applying that, so it comes under a conclusion, but we doesn't know where it is going to get an end. So on that category, we want to revise the previous year papers, not only on entrance examination. We want to focus on the general objective way of reasoning, logical aptitude ways of applying ways. So many quantitative aptitude formation, if we learn, it will be easy for us to crack the revision phase. Okay, on calculating the previous year papers and previous year collection, it comes to an end how the question will be, on what formation the question they can ask. So some question we have a twist. So these are the ways we can have. Okay, some twist will be there. On these twists, how the question is asked in categories. As an example, if we take, if I cost one coin, if I take one coin, if I toss a coin, I can have head and tail. Similarly, if I cost two coins if I toss, surely I'll be getting two heads, two tail, it moves on. So depending upon the event and depending upon the categories how we fix, similarly it moves on. So you have to analyze the part. You have to analyze the question first and then you have to apply the twisting part. So these are the categories. It will be most, as an example, have taken your Neet and JEE for the 12th standard students. So not only for these examination, if a student is scoring in both ICSE, CBSE or else NCD form or else UPSC formation, then TNPSC, many competitive examination we have, and depending upon the skills of reasoning and the aptitude way, it is more important to succeed in life in every part. So the first thing is you have to concentrate on target, and the next thing is how you're going to apply in such categories I have explained in some of the examples. Then the overall revision will be the entire solution by revising each and every part in question paper. So this comes into a conclusion that everything is possible. I am possible. Thank you. So feel free always to ask whatever the queries you have under preparation of any entrance examination levels. Thank you.